My name's Stephanie Cook. My biggest achievement was winning the gold medal at the Sydney Olympics in 2000, and I also went on to win the World Championships and European Championships in 2001. I remember the first time I wore the Firefly devices. It was really quite a strange sensation, but you soon got used to it, and it was actually quite a comforting sort of rhythmic feeling after a while. And it was also very reassuring when I was wearing them to know that I was really doing everything that I could to help my recovery. I used the Firefly devices when I was competing for Team Scotland during the First Nation Home challenge for sport relief. This was a challenge between the 4 home nations, which involved running, cycling, rowing and sailing over 1,000 miles over the course of 8 days. I basically used the Firefly devices after each sort of part of the challenge, and sometimes that would mean sort of several sessions on the bike during the day, so I'd also use them between each of the sort of sessions, and they were really, you know, tough sessions. We'd be out on the bikes for sort of hour, 2 hours at a time, and it was fairly hilly in places as well. And then the problem was trying to recover properly, because you couldn't do your normal sort of warm down. As part of the challenge we were obviously in support vehicles, so being in the back of the car or a camper van trying to recover, the Firefly devices were just brilliant, because you could actually have a sort of proper warm down and recovery time using the Firefly devices, which you wouldn't otherwise be able to do. So I would generally wear the Firefly devices for sort of anything between 1 and 3 hours at a time, and normally 2, even 3 or more times a day, always at the end of the day as well, once we'd finished racing, just to give your legs the best chance of recovery really. I actually used the Firefly devices on the flight as well, and I found that to be particularly beneficial, because otherwise sitting for, you know, a relatively long period of time on a plane, you can stiffen up very easily once you've been doing hard exercise, and I found the Firefly devices really beneficial. Well, after wearing the Firefly devices, I was amazed at how fresh my legs felt afterwards. I never really believed that it would have that much effect, and after doing such hard sessions, it was amazing to just be able to go out, get back on your bike again, you know, a mere few hours later, and for your legs to still feel that fresh was quite remarkable. I would certainly recommend the Firefly devices to other athletes. From my experience of them, I think that they're the ideal recovery tool, and particularly for multidisciplinary sports where you're competing in multiple events during a day. I think that it's a great way to be able to maximise your performance on the day of competition.